Welcome to the reaction show for the Rank 'em Podcast after we just ranked our 5 favorite Saturday Night Live cast members. And for the first time in my adult life, I fucking whapped my teeth off this microphone laughing about the Chris Farley, David Spade, like David Spade and Christina Applegate when Chris Farley, I fucking massacred my teeth on this microphone.
I can't wait to listen to the audio for this. You can just hear bone hitting the microphone.
You watch on YouTube, you can see me like, oh shit. I fucking whacked him right off that.
I looked when you were doing that, and I just thought you were.
Yeah, I just thought you were laughing.
You were laughing.
Fucking horrible. Not a sensation I would encourage you.
I have a very
to
nice
find
aquarium behind me
You
today.
do have that aquarium behind you if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, so when you guys come out of the shoot with Eddie Murphy and Chris Farley at 4, I'm like, what in the fuck are we about? Like, if this motherfuckers are like Sherry O'Terry and Chevy Chase, I'm gonna be like, I'm slapping people. But your lists were fine. I don't.
So originally, and maybe we can do this real quick, the very original thing that Jordan requested, since we're not going to fight that much about SNL skits, was Chris Farley movies. And I guess the big issue was that there isn't that many. There's like 6 or 7.
Right. Yeah, he was only in like 6 movies.
He was in, like, I think to get to 6, I had to include his minor role in Coneheads.
I was going to say, he's in like 6 movies, and like
he was
John Candy's in like 8 movies. And
He was that damn Sasquatch in Billy Madison.
Who
so I would say
30 packed lunches.
Tommy Boy, then Black Sheep.
Yeah. Tommy Boy's number 1.
Right, Tommy
no
Boy's
matter,
right.
Yeah, no matter what your list
And then
is.
Black Sheep, and then if you're doing like movies starring him, like you get to Almost Heroes, because that's the 3rd movie that's starring Chris Farley.
Right.
What's the
Beverly Hills
I was
Ninja.
going to say
Beverly Hills Ninja. And then I think you get Coneheads and Billy
Hills
Madison.
Cop. It's not Beverly Hills Cop.
That's a completely different person.
I know. As about as different as you could get
Right.
physically.
And then you get Billy Madison and Coneheads, and I'm sure that we're missing a couple roles,
right,
like
but,
1 or 2, but
there's
his career was cut tragically short.
Yes. But if
just like Chadwick Boseman's.
R.I.P.
Chadwick Boseman. For those of you listening, that was literally
like 12 hours.
12 hours ago.
I texted Don at 10 o'clock last night, like, yo, did you see Chadwick Boseman died? He filmed Black Panther with cancer. Like,
right.
What the fuck?
And then Infinity War, and then Endgame. So, I mean, and nobody knew.
Right.
Nobody knew.
Maybe his family probably knew, but that was crazy.
Yeah.
There's some really funny, like, Chris Farley interviews when he was on Conan, or I guess the
Late Show.
No, was that?
No.
That's Craig Ferguson.
Yeah, that's.
I was going to say
yeah,
whatever.
That's Craig Ferguson.
After
Leno was.
After Tonight Show was.
I think it's a Late Show.
Yeah, the Late Show.
Maybe. I thought it was the Late Show. Okay, whatever. When Conan was on after Leno, there's some really funny interviews with Chris Farley. There's the time Chris Farley went to Congress and
doing his Newt
Gingrich.
It was Late Night with Conan.
Okay.
O'Brien.
Okay.
He did a Newt Gingrich impersonation that was really, really, really funny.
Because we can all agree Democrats are weird. Like, went to Congress and did that. Like,
so there was stuff outside of SNL that I was probably letting cloud my judgment, but Chris Farley, during his short stay at Saturday Night Live, which you could make the argument like he can't even be top 5 because he got fired, but
I know a lot of people got fired.
Right.
Saturday.
And
like
and
most
a lot of people are better for it.
Right. Most people who got fired from SNL, not most people, but most of the famous people who were on SNL got fired, did not leave by their own volition.
Right.
Like, you either get fired from SNL or you live to become just kind of constantly cast into the back. Like Kenan Thompson is he's in like half of the sketches, but he's not the main character in the sketches.
Right. Well, but like, so Bill Hader left Saturday Night Live because he was like, I just was bored. Like, it was, I wanted to do other stuff, and it was just the same stuff over and over again that I felt like I had already done. He
was funny in Saturday Night Live. He was funny in Trainwreck. I really like Trainwreck.
I love Bill Hader in Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Sarah
super
Marshall.
bad.
I forget that Jason Sudeikis was on Saturday Night Live and was a cast member.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you watched the Ted Lasso show? I know Zach had started it.
No.
on
It's
pretty
Apple
good.
TV.
I don't have Apple TV. You haven't given me that yet.
Yeah, because it's like my password and stuff
Right, so just
for
give me
like
that.
my pictures and stuff.
Well, if you don't
and my
tell me
text
that,
messages.
well, I don't have Apple stuff, so just
Right.
give me.
But like then you could also look at my text messages and stuff if I.
But you're
So-
fine with your brother doing that?
Well, yeah.
Weird.
If he blackmails me, like I can kill him.
Which Garrett has like a folder
I don't-
of blackmail against me, so
I
I
don't
don't really just be
need-
leveling the score.
It's just that time
like-
he illegally sold that gun.
He legally sold it.
He illegally bought it and sold it.
You don't have to. You
I'll
don't
say
have
you
to
can't
have a
prove that.
license in Ohio.
Okay.
Swap meet rules.
Do you know how it's true? Zach said you can't prove it. That's how you know it's true.
But you can't
when
prove
Zach
it.
says you can't prove that, which means it happened.
I have a.
but you
I have
can't
a real
prove
question. Do we want to talk about whether or not the legality of something that Zach has or has not done on this?
It. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Zach.
This is an appropriate forum.
Like if you want to
Let us know in the
about,
comments if
Right.
you think Zach is a felon.
like Don drove drunk last week. Like
Plans to do it again tonight.
If you want to talk about stuff we've illegally done, I mean, the worst I've got is I wrote Travis Guggenbiller's name in wet cement at the old middle school, and he got in trouble for it. That's as bad as I've got, really.
Right, because you like put thought into that one too. Because like you were like, oh, I'm gonna put my name. Well, if I put my
If
name,
I put my name, I'm gonna get in trouble. So Travis Guggenbiller.
Holy
Sorry, Travis. Not my greatest. Not my greatest moment.
How well of a kept secret was that? 17 years.
Somewhere in there,
yeah,
yeah.
you talked about it on the radio once.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I also knew that, but it's out there now.
Now you know, and I'm sure Travis swore he didn't do it. And Mr. Bumgardner, you should have listened to him, because that was me.
Because Travis wouldn't be that dumb.
Yeah, Travis is a good kid.
Right,
Right,
Travis
and he's
isn't
not-
writing his name in concrete.
Why would I write my own name in concrete?
Why would somebody else write your name in concrete? Because Travis is a good enough kid. You would
Right,
you
I
would
had-
think somebody was framing him.
I had no vendetta against him. He's a super nice guy. I always liked him, and I was just like, who am I writing? Travis.
Thank you for not writing like my name in it,
Yeah,
because
yours was too short. Like,
I was also a quarter mile away from the school, so they could have been like, "Oh, it was clearly him that did it."
right, at night. Instead, this kid lives almost in Fort Recovery. He's not right in the
Lives
wheelchair.
20 miles away from the school. He somehow got there in junior high to write his name in concrete.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that happened. All right. So not only are those our reactions to the Saturday Night Live skits, those are things we've done illegally.
Yeah, probably the most recent things that we've all done illegally. Zach's done illegal shit since then.
Yeah, I was gonna say that happened years ago.
I sped on my way here. Do we want to talk about that, Phil?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I can stop the music and we just...
I was going 65 and a 45 at one point. I was texting while driving. That's not illegal in Ohio, though.
I think it...
I feel like I got grandfathered in.
I'm not sure that's how that one works. Don is at Donnie_G. Zach is at Zach Seawright.
Yeah.
And I'm at Garrett Seawright. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Rankum Podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Like, subscribe wherever you can. We'll catch you next time.
I also
on the
play
Rankum
Pokemon
Podcast.
Go.